Hi guys, welcome to the channel. My name's Gemma, in case you're new here. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about health anxiety and how I'm trying to battle through some anxieties that I'm having at the moment. So a couple of years ago, I had to have a big surgery for something that was wrong with my bowels, and that had to be corrected because my bowels became obstructed. After the surgery, I then got a deep vein thrombosis in my leg, which travelled to my lungs almost immediately. I had a massive pulmonary embolism, or pulmonary emboli, as there were so many of them, and I was quite poorly for some time after. The physical effects of those illnesses were one thing to have to manage, but then I just want to have a little chat about their mental effects and how they can really impact on somebody's life and how they've impacted on my life. And I'm sure there's loads of people out there that have had similar things going on. At the moment, I've found, which side of the camera is it on? On my cheek, I've got a red patch, which I've had for quite a while. And I will say probably 1 to 2 years. I've had this red patch. It was really light and faint. It never went away despite what skincare I used on it. And it worried me a lot, sort of on and off. And I didn't know if it was sort of my health anxiety playing up, which was why I was really bothered by it, or not. And then sort of the end of last year, it came to a big crescendo where I actually thought it was getting bigger. So I went to the doctors. I recommend that if you find anything on your skin that you feel is not right, to seek medical advice straight away. But because of my health anxieties, I mean, people are different, because I hear some people, if they have a health anxiety, they will be going to the doctors all the time. I'm like the opposite of that, where I avoid it and I don't go for things. I've gone to all the appointments I'm supposed to have gone to regarding my PE and like respiratory things, but I don't really tend to go and like check out things all the time, all the time with the doctor. So, I'm a bit frightened of them and what they would find now, but that's not what I recommend at all. Anyway, so I went and got this checked out, and it turns out it's not skin cancer. Well, I haven't had a biopsy, but the doctor says it doesn't look like it's skin cancer now. He looked at it through a microscope, and it's pre-skin cancerous cells. And he gave me a prescription for some cream, which was to kill these cells. It's a chemotherapy cream called Fusidix 5%. Fred used to work, he still works in pharmaceuticals, but he used to work in chemotherapy pharmaceuticals, and he used to make up this drug which is in the cream. I can't remember what it's called, begins with F, and it's like a main chemotherapy drug. So I've been prescribed this drug, this cream, but now I can't find it in any chemist anywhere. So as I was talking about the health anxieties, I thought I would share with you a couple of things that I do to sort of combat them, and to try and program my brain to stop thinking about them, basically. And one of them is coming out for a walk in the fresh air, especially when it's a nice sunny day. So I've come to Irvig to have a walk around the gardens. You'll see Irvig in the background there. And I'll just have a nice walk around. Do seem to be doing some sort of like chainsawing in the background, but never mind. It's nice and peaceful. And I just like to have a walk round and imagine what it would have been like, in the olden days, walking around these gardens if you lived here or worked here. So I definitely recommend that you do something that takes your mind off anything that's going on in your life, that's sort of where your brain is overthinking and won't stop thinking about these things. Just distract yourself from it. It works wonders, and that's what I'm doing today. As I said earlier, I'm more worried about the fact that I can't get the medication to treat this skin thing on my face. So that's been like a mega source of anxiety for me all week. And I do let it sort of consume everything and take over. And it's really important to not do that and to just try to get back to basics and get yourself out of this rut. And you know, you're never going to be able to sort things out while you're stuck in a rut of overthinking and going round and round in circles. So I just feel if you come out for a walk in nature, and especially if it could be around historical surroundings like this one, I just think it does take your mind off anything that's going on in your life, whether it's health anxieties or something else that might be bothering you. I just feel you feel so much better after a big dose of fresh air. And it's especially nice on days like this. I know it's February and we're still pretty bleak, we're in winter still, but you know, the air's crisp today. It's not too cold. I think it's about 5 or 6 degrees. It doesn't feel too cold at all. There is some ice on the water though, if you have a look. But it just feels really crisp and energising and refreshing just to come out. And it'd be nice to have some company. But I guess I brought you guys along with me, but just nice to get out and about, take your mind off things and just relax. So I feel that the number one thing to avoid doing when you've got something going on, like health anxieties of any sort or anything that I've been mentioning in this video, is to try not to go on Google and Google things, because I find it makes it 10 times worse. Look at this. I've also been reading about this type of therapy they have in Japan called forest therapy, and it's obviously where you go for a walk in the forest, and it's supposed to be like a big cure for like mental health issues. So obviously this isn't a forest, but there's plenty of trees about, just about getting out in nature. It's just something a little bit therapeutic about looking at all these wonderful trees that have been here for such a long time. So yeah, as I was saying, so I finished my walk now, just got back in the car. I'm going to go back home, get some lunch. As I was saying, I cannot get this cream that I'm supposed to be having for my face anywhere. It's like out of stock everywhere, and I don't know if I'm just waving at someone, because I just, years ago, before I was a nurse, I used to be a carer for people with learning disabilities, and I've just seen one of the people I used to look after. He actually volunteers here at Irvig. So I think he's followed me round to the car park. So I'm going to have to be careful now. But yeah, he's obviously waiting to wave me off. So I'll end this video and I'll keep you updated with what I'm going to do about this cream. I'm going to have to go back to the GP, I think, and just say I can't get it. Is there an alternative? I don't even know if there is. But anyway, take care. Thanks for watching. I hope you're all well. Bye.